Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon, everyone, and our continued playthrough of Sleeping Gods. Today we are going to be starting the, final third of our, first round of event cards. That's the best way to say it. This is kind of an ongoing campaign-style storybook game, so there really is no, definitive starting and stopping point, but the event deck, at least this first iteration of it, was divided into thirds. And so we are now in the kind of more ominous events. And once we get through this, we will read a section in the storybook and be told how to reset the event deck. And I guess we'll then be officially a third of the way through the campaign. So we'll see kind of how that works if you so choose. For the most part, if you were not with us for the previous two playthroughs, we really have kind of focused on the starting two sides of the map here, and have not traveled out away from this area much at all. So there is an area, let me just check my map here, that is to the west where we have a photo that supposedly having that photo, or that it's a photo of us. We came up here and investigated what appears to be the Manticore wrecked, and there's people dead on the ship, things like that. So I think that's kind of where we're going to head this time. At some point we need to get to port because I need to get a lot of this fatigue off of people. I need to continue to remove all this low morale we have, but other than that, we're just gonna kind of continue as normal. So starting a new turn here, I do have a lot of command that's out on a lot of my cards here. I know you guys can't see them, but I'm going to go to the bridge. So I'm going to gain 2 command, and I'm going to be able to remove all that I have. So this was all, I guess that's not that much, but 5 commands sitting on cards. And Marco here, I don't see any else. So that'll go back to the supply. We'll get to gain a card. Okay. So this one's not bad. This is spend a command in order to remove weakness or poison, which is basically a cheaper version of Greg here. So yeah. I have this other card, which I mentioned in the last video, is the same as this one, but this one you can see is a 4. And so I'm really kind of struggling as to whether I want to swap these out. I basically have to pay 2 command to slot this one. I don't just get to flip them out, but that puts a 4 back into the deck for drawing for fate and keeps a 1 out of the deck. I'm not quite sure I want to do that yet. So, all right. But basically we've done everything we can here at the bridge. So let's take a look at our first event. All right, rain of fire. Flaming meteors from the heavens rain down upon the sea. Avoid the meteors. Perception 9. If we fail, we take 4 ship damage. Okay, so even if I include Mac here, I am not going to get there. Now I have 3 cards down here. I have Bigfoot the dog, a lantern, and binoculars. So I could spend 3 command to add to that. So maybe we'll just do that. Maybe I will... Oh, but see, I have to pay an extra command to include her. All right, hold on. All right, so I'm just going to wing it. If I get a 6, then I may pay the 3 command here. If not, then I'm just going to suffer the 4 ship. I haven't suffered any ship damage up to this point, so... All right, so there's the 6. So that is actually what we needed. So I am going to spend 3 command. This is going to sit on Bigfoot the dog, the lantern, and the binoculars. But this will avoid 4 ship damage, essentially. This is would be a great card to get onto Mac up there at some point or another. Okay. All right, so like I said, we want to steam this way, so we need to do a travel action, and we get to move 1 space. Yeah. I mean, okay. It's not very much fun, so let's chug along here. Chug, 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 chug. And yeah, that's about it. So I don't really feel like wasting a command just to re-roll that, so we will again travel again, and we get to go 1. Okay, well, at least I'm getting all the 1s out of the way on travel. Okay, so at this point, I am leaving the page. So we will be turning to page 13, and I'm going to enter. Page 13 should be on the right side, and I will be entering in from this direction. So let's find 13 here. Boom, boom. Okay, and I can come in either here or here. I think probably the City of Ashes is an area that we want to focus on, although there's some interesting stuff to explore here. I'd like to gain some money before I come down here, so let's actually pull up right here, and we're just going to sit in between 121 and 59. Okay. All right, so those were my 2 actions. Lucre City, this area is where I need to go to find, hopefully, where the photograph was taken. Yeah, Lucre. Okay. All right. And you can see that this essentially represents the edge of the map to the left. So, because there's not a number here, there's really, there's all this, cliffs and stuff. So this represents the edge of the wandering sea. I can't go any further west than we already are. Yeah. Okay. So, but that was my 2 turns. So let's take another one. Oh man, what do we want to do here? I do want to clean off, but I also want to do that, but I want to be able to have my binoculars back before I do that. So yeah, let's go here and just... No, everybody's really okay. All right, I'm going to the quarters, so I'm going to free up the binoculars and Bigfoot the dog. I will gain 3 in return, and I will gain a card. All right, so Bold Attempt. Discard this card to redraw Fate. This one's okay, but not quite as good as what I've already got out there. Okay. So let's now take on our event. Okay, Hurricane. A ruthless storm thrashes the ship. Turn back the way you came. You cannot travel this turn. Okay, or sail through. Savvy 7. Okay, fine. I just won't travel this turn. I'm okay with that. I was going to explore these 2 locations anyways. All right. As long as, because it did not say go back to your previous location, which would have stunk. Simply having to flip back through the page. It just says you can't travel this turn. So, yeah. All right. So let's start with 121. We're just going to do some exploring this turn. 121. As you sail beneath an orange, dusky sky, something below the waves glows. Investigate the glow. Requires the diving suit token, which I do not have. Or search for supplies on the rocky shore nearby. Gain 1 materials. Return to the ship. Okay. So, hold on, let me find some wood here. Where's all the wood? Okay. Oops, I didn't want to close that. All right, and I want to mark on my map now that this is the area we want to bring back the diving suit. I'm really liking this map in the back. I know I've seen a lot of people, well, not a lot, but some people question what all should I even be taking notes for in the map? And it's like everything. Just note everything. Okay, so that was 1 action. Let's explore 59 as our next action. A titanic fish leaps from the water and falls onto the ship's deck. Its tail fin hangs over the port side and its limp, scaly head over the starboard. push the fish back into the water, or harvest the fish for food. Well, I need some food, so we are going to harvest this thing. 202. It's way in the back here. Okay. As hard as you try, not one knife, weapon, or harpoon can penetrate the thick, shiny scales of the fish. Eventually, the fish wriggles back into the water and disappears. Gain 1 low morale. Well, son of a gun. Alright, 1 low morale. Lose 1 command. Return to the ship. Alright. Lose 1 command. Well, that was bogus. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do here is I am going to do it. I think in the long term this is going to help me. So I'm going to pay 2 command to swap, well, not that one, to get this 1 out of my adventure deck, or out of my ability deck, and put a 4 back in. It's going to cost me 2 command. And yeah, all I could do is a tincture recipe. Don't really want to do that, so okay. All right, so that was the end of our turn. Now I want to go to the deck, so I'm going to gain 2, and I can search 1 to 3 times. So I'm going to spend a command on my binoculars, which is going to allow me to search or ignore 1 damage that I reveal. So here we go, 1. All right, and there's a coin. I don't need a coin, but that's my first damage icon. Here's 2. Okay, so I'm just gonna stop. Now I gain a meat and a vegetable. So boom, and I can ignore this damage, and we're good. All right. Okay, so what could I do now? Spicy gumbo. Status. Vegetable pie. Flapjacks. Okay. All right. So that we don't get a card from there, that's fine. Event. All right. Kryvern attack. A huge Kryvern swoops down upon the ship. Fight it off, strength 8, or outrun it, craft 9. I've got 2 here on Audrey, but the strength 8 is easier to get to when I have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Plus I have Bigfoot the dog. He could give me 5 if I need it, and I can discard Bold Attempt if I need it. So I'm feeling pretty confident in this. So strength 8 with Raphael, who we need to exhaust in order to do so. And we're going to get a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 4 is 8. Man, he is a beast. Okay, so all we did was basically survive the Kryvern attack. All right, so what do we want to do now? We want to travel down here because I wonder if I search for this again, will I gain any coins? I don't know. Let's just learn my lesson, be nice to the fish. Okay, so let's do a travel action. We just need to go 1. That's all we're going to go. But we're going to steam down here. And I guess let's explore this City of Ashes as our second one for now. So we'll go to 40. City of Ashes. If keyword burn or thug. I don't think I have either one of those. No. Okay. So we continue. City of Ashes. A circle of tents sits amid endless fields of stony ruins. The encampment flies a blue banner depicting a moon rising over mountains, the colors of the Pan Nomads. Okay. You're welcome here, wanderers. This place was once the capital of the Pan Empire. We come here to remember the power we once held, says a man with a long beard. Wasn't the Pan Empire from 8 Minute Empire in his game? Maybe, maybe not. We offended Shorm, and she wrought a cruel destruction upon us, covering the city in lava and ash. This was before the gods slept, of course. Now we are humble nomads, grateful to be safe and at peace. Okay, you enter a camp near a ruined city. All right, visit the tent of the elders. Follow Vim into the destroyed city, which we would need a guide, keyword guide. We don't have. Visit the herbalist, which requires 3 coins, but can remove all status tokens. Wow. All right, so I need to find 3 coins. Follow Shorm's vision into the ruins, requires the keyword earthquake. Okay, or return to the ship. So the only thing I can do right now is visit the elders. So I can see you long for your home, says the woman, wrinkled and pale in her white robes. I can help you, but first I ask you to deliver this letter. Gain quest 130, and then go back to 40. So unless this is earthquake or guide, I don't really know. Quest 130. If we're going to be able to continue, we're going to have to come back to her. But we definitely need to find some money. All right, letter. Pan letter. Ooh, can I write something down where we need a letter? Last hope. Diving suit, shrine, last hope, foam, mail. No, it was mail. So that's not mail, it's a letter. Okay. All right. Elder woman said she would help if we delivered a letter for her. She wants us to take it to the village just outside of Glance in the northern mountains. Okay. If we look at the map, Glance is, yeah, like right about here, just off the map. Okay. So I guess we can head there eventually. Okay. All right, so that was, I don't have anything else I can do here. I gained the quest. I don't have 3 coins. I don't have the right keywords for either of those 2, so we're done. All right, so I need some money. Money, money, money. All right. Mamma mia. Okay. All right, but that was 2 actions. So now we need to do some other stuff here. So I want Raphael back. So I'm going to draw a card. Okay, I'm going to gain 2 command. And which one of these do I want to discard? Anytime during combat or a challenge, discard this equipped card for +2 to fate. I'm actually going to discard this one. Yeah. Because Raphael is a beast. I don't need a ton of... Okay. Alright. So, event. We're kind of plowing through this time. Volcanic waters. Water around the Manticore begins to boil, which is ironic because we're right next to a volcano. Navigate out of the boiling water. Lose 1 action this turn. Or explore the waters. Savvy 7. I think I'm going to just stay out of it and lose 1 action. There's really only one main thing I want to do, and that's explore 22 here. So that will be our action for sailing in a swift wind. A Zakmir vessel bears down, just missing the bow of the Manticore, and swings the captain from a mizzen line, landing on your deck with a practice finesse. In swings the captain from a mizzen line. Okay. I mean you no harm, he proclaims and gestures for you to lower the weapons pointed at his throat. I'm on my way south to drop off some Lucran iron, but I heard a rumor which a crew like yours might find profitable. I'd be happy to part with it for a simple sum. Okay, pay for the rumor, pay 1 coin or 1 food, decline and search the area. Okay, I'm game. Alright, so we can pay 1 food here. Yeah, we'll give him the meat. Alright, 22-1. I spoke recently with some miners I carried to Lucre City who said they found an entrance to the Cinder Realm, deadly dangerous place and rich with reward. I have no need for such risk, but desperate souls like you, far from home, could find the venture worthwhile. The miners were determined never to go back, says the captain. I marked it all on my charts. Gain 1 XP and quest 119 and return to the ship. Alright. So here's an XP. And quest 119. Alright, so no money. Maybe this could be lucrative in money. 120, 119 is Cinder Realms. Zakmir Captain told us about an entrance to the Cinder Realms. It's on the island to the west with 2 volcanoes at the foot of the southern volcano. Okay, so that's either 12 or 76. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. All right. But that was our one action, so we are moving on to another turn. And what do I need to do? Yeah, I think we'll just go here. This is going to give us the most command. Start building up a little repertoire. Engines Steward. Discard this equipped card to repair 2. Okay, that's not bad either. All right. I get to heal somebody. Let's heal Audrey. Let's see, gain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Also, at this point, I'm going to spend a command over here to remove low morale from Mac. All right. Okay. I think we're good. Here. I could pay a food here. Yeah, let's do that too. So Marco's going to pay a food. He's going to heal someone up. So let's heal up Laurent and remove a fatigue. We use Raphael a lot. So let's remove his fatigue. Anything else we can do that would be worthwhile? Captain Sophia Odessa can also do this. So let's do that too. Let's spend this and remove low morale from Captain Laurent. I keep calling him captain, but he's not a captain. Okay. All right. Event. Tempest. A horrible storm is brewing at your location. Hold the course, Savvy 8, or flee, Craft 9. Okay, so I'm allowed to read the failure scripts. They're both, if I fail, going to get me 3 damage failure. The other one says I have to move my ship, which I actually want to go ahead and do. So we're going to do Craft 9. And I'm going to fail. So I'm not going to throw a bunch of people at this, so I'm just going to go for it. It was a 5. We could have got to 7, but that was it. So I'm going to take 3 ship damage. This is the first amount of ship damage I have received. So we'll show you how ship damage works here real quickly. It's very simple. And then we have to move our ship. So let's steam into here. Then we have to do a craft or a Savvy 5. I will do that with Laurent. And so we need a... Well, I guess technically I should do the 3 ship damage first. So 2... because it all requires cards. 3 and 4. All right, so there's our 3 ship damage. Now this is for the 5. I need a 3 or better here. We got that, so we survived that. Okay, but this is where we wanted to be, so kind of tucked up in here. All right, and we really plowed through this round, didn't we? Okay. Let's see here. So that was my event. I would like to repair 1. That's cost of 2. Yeah, all right. So let's check out these 2 locations while we're here. Let's start with 29, simply because I'm closer to that number in the book. All right. Eyeing the gully below you, your nerves are tenser than your dry, knotted rope footbridge. Okay, wait. If keyword expected. Hold on. I don't think so. You haven't seen that. Okay, no keyword expected. Okay, I can continue. Eyeing the gully below you, your nerves are tenser than the dry, knotted rope footbridge under your feet. Okay, I guess that got lost in the artwork there. You hear a rustle as a white scorpion appears from the foliage and blocks your way forward. More scorpions emerge from behind, trapping you above the deepest part of the gully. Fight off the scorpions, strength 7. All right, so yeah, we know who's coming in now. Here we go, Raphael. Boom, boom, passed. Okay, so we avoided taking damage and venom. 29-1. The scorpions burrow into dark cracks in the rocks. Ahead, a smaller tower promises shelter, if nothing else. Reclining on a throne of rock and vine, tattered robes draped regally across its white shoulders, a skeleton stares as you enter. To your surprise, it lifts its head and says simply, "Trade?" Okay. You may sell a maximum of 4 items to the skeleton. The rates are materials, 1 coin, food, 1 coin, weapons, 3 coins, artifacts, 3 coins, status tokens, 1 coin. Yes, you can sell status tokens. Ooh. If you trade at least 3 items, gain 1 XP. Well, I know what I'm trading here, so I'm just going to go ahead and mark down my 1 XP. And I can sell up to 4 items. Well, yes, sir. You may have this one, this one, this one, and this one. For 4 coins. Yes, sir. I will take it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was the best deal in the world. Hold on, I want to mark this location because we definitely want to come back. All right, as long as we can get past the scorpions, he can remove our status tokens. Where are we? 29. Remove status. Okay, that was beautiful. Okay. So that was our first action. Let's explore 102 while we're here. Okay. All right. If keyword basement. Pretty sure we don't have keyword basement. No. All right. You land at shore and find a broken down house, the roof burnt. In the basement, you find a hoard of supplies. Ooh, man, this is the best little spot right here. Gain 2 grain. All right. There's 1 grain. There's another grain. 2 vegetables. Very nice. 2 vegetables, 2 meat. Two meat, 2 materials. I'm almost out of material tokens. 1 artifact. Okay. And gain quest 158. Return to the ship. Okay. All right. I'm going to guess that quest 158 is keyword basement. Or else I would just sit here for a while and continuously raid this house. Yep, there we go. Hoard of goods. We discovered a basement filled with supplies near a volcano. So interesting to note on the cards here. See, there's 2 differences here, and I'm going to show you a couple of them. See how these two do not have the wave symbol on them. The wave symbol intimates that it is a quest, that I need to go somewhere and then use this keyword to activate something in the storybook. Whereas these two don't have the wave. I think these two are pretty much going to stay with me forever and simply keep me from being able to redo the same quest like that one where I'm just gaining goods over and over again. But for example, 29, where you removed all our status tokens, did not have one of those. So just keep that in mind. If you see that wave symbol, that means it's a quest. If not, that means it's just a keyword that we're probably going to hold on to. Okay, so I've got lots of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So that was my second action. Before we go anywhere, I'm going to make some vegetable pie here with 2 grain and 2 vegetables. And this is going to allow me to remove 5 fatigue. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And 6 hearts, 6 health. So 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, Gregory Little here still. So 5. Yeah, we'll do 4. There's 6. I removed 6. All right. Okay, and remove 1 status. So Marco is no longer frightened. So everybody, woo, this is a good little spot to be in. Okay. All right. So we got to trade these back in, and we are good to go. So let us, we just left here. Yeah, I might as well go here to do that. Yep, so 2 command, 1 card, and which of these do I want to get rid of? Yeah, we'll discard this one to remove off of Laurent. Okay. All right. What else do we want to do here? So I'm going to do a few things. I'm going to pay to slot this under Audrey. So I have to pay 2 command, and then I'm immediately going to discard it because that is allowing me to go into repair 2. I could pay 2 command to repair 1 here, but that's more, you know, economically sound there. So, okay. All right, here is the final event of this third of the game. Fist-size hail strikes the deck. Avoid the hail damage. Perception 7. Okay. Yep. Okay. So we will send Mac to do our viewing. She's at 2. I've got a couple things down here that could help with that. And here's 2 more. So that's 4. I can get to 5, 6. So I'm going to pay a command to redraw. Yeah. Yep. All right, 3, 4, 5. All right, so I have to spend these 2 on the lantern and the dog, but I got there. All right, so we used up all our command, but we got through the hail, and we can continue on our journey. So we need to travel now. So I'm thinking 76 is probably where we want to be with Cinder, but if I only get 1, then we'll pull up into here, obviously. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 to get to there, which would require 7 or 8, which I don't have. But technically I'm over here too, so I could go this way, 1, 2, or I could go this way, or I could go up here. Okay. All right, so let's just see what we get here. Traveling with a 4, so that's 2. Okay, so I'm going to go 1, 2, and just pull myself up here. So this is going to mean I have to do a savvy skill. So let's use Laurent. And we need a 4 or better. We got a 5. Okay. All right, so we passed. Okay, so let's check out 76 here. All right, if keyword goat, turn to 76.2. If keyword picture, turn to 76.1. I have keyword picture. All right, so interesting. West of the 2 at the foot of the southern volcano. All right, we are at 76, right? All right, but no, we have picture. I thought we'd have to head up into the city for picture. Okay, no. We found a crashed ship that resembled the Manticore and a picture of some of our crew. On the back were coordinates leading to the base of a volcano near Lucre City. Okay, all right. I was just going to Lucre City. Okay, picture 76.1. The photograph of the crew has coordinates on the back, and you follow them to a dark cove lined with rocky spires. How do you suppose it got there? Asks Audrey, examining the picture. She hands it to Raphael. I'm not touching it, he says, backing away. Big baby, says Gregory, snatching the picture. He stares at himself in it, puzzled and amused. Then the choppy water foams before the ship, bursting upward as a black squid-like creature emerges, leering down on you from its towering height with 7 eerie eyes and its tentacles spilling over the gunwale. Well, I didn't expect to see you again, I must say, says the creature in a booming voice. Okay, that's a little weird. You gather your courage and call out a response. What do you mean? Who are you? The creature laughs. Oh, Thrax time rot can be such a nuisance, but I do believe this time it's worked in my favor. Time rot? Thrak is the god of rot and all things corrosive, he explains. When he sleeps, his dreams rot time. I just didn't realize that you'd attack my revolting father right next to Thrak's nest. You see, I'm from a different wandering sea, one in which my father destroyed your ship and sent you and me through one of Thrak's time rots. If you're here, it means you found the other Manticore, the one that didn't survive the battle. A pity, but it leaves us with a second chance. At what, you say? Why would we help you if it destroyed us in your time? For the same reason that crew decided to help me. That crew decided to help me. A totem. All you have to do is destroy my father for good this time, and I'll give you a totem. And where is your father now, you ask? This time of year, he's in the southern seas. There won't be any time rot down there, so this is our last opportunity. You can return when you've finished him off, and here, I've collected some things to help you. Maybe you'll have a better chance this time. You don't want to believe the story, but the picture and the coordinates are too much to ignore. Even if it's true, you're not sure it's worth the risk of death of your entire crew just for one totem. All of that could be explained in a brief. A giant sea monster asks you to kill his father. Gain 1 meat, 2 XP, draw 7 market cards, and gain one of them that costs less than 5 coins. Complete quest 10 and gain quest 159. Return to the ship. Alright, so 2 XP. Boom, boom. Our XP is growing. 1 meat. Alright. And draw 7 market cards, gain one of them that costs 5 or less. This is 10, so we're done with this. Let's go ahead and find quest 159 before I forget about it. Alright, so you can see here it's got the waves, Serpent Father. We can find him in the south, in the straight northwest of Hunter's Haven. Okay, so I'm definitely going to mark that on the map here in a minute. And then 7 market cards. We get to pick one less than 5 for free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Unfortunately, though, the weapons usually aren't that cheap. So, Zakmir Harpoon, too expensive. Lucran Goggles. Look at those. Those might work. Lucran Fishing Pole. So that's basically a meat for 1. That beats out Laurent's thing. Cake. got a lot of recipes though. Eye of Wisdom and Scoundrel's Gear. All of these are really good. These three, 1, 2, 3. So as much as I hate to give up a block as we're about to go after a vicious squid, these other two are way too good to pass up. Unfortunately, the fishing pole is just not going to cut it. This one gives me +2 accuracy. This one allows me to remove crazy, but I'm thinking it's going to be this one right here. I use Savvy a lot, but I'll just make sure I beef up Laurent like I do Raphael. So I think we're going to take the Lucran goggles. Man, all of this was too... Unfortunately, these go in the bottom of the market deck, and I don't know. I guess I just have to work my way back through them here. The Lucran goggles are going to go right below my binoculars. All right. Okay. So all that, we did everything. Returned to the ship. Okay, so we traveled and we explored. So we are done. All right. So at this point, we have reached the bottom of our event deck. It says on the ship action board itself. All right, and at this point, I can discard this because I'm about to shuffle up the event deck. So this one goes away. All right. If it's the first time, read story 1. Unless there's an I. I don't think there's an I. Let me just check the back, make sure there's not letters in the back. Okay, yeah, just F for finale. Okay. All right. 1, right? God, that just looks so much like an I, but there is no letter I. There's an F20 down through F1. Those are all finales. And there's some D's for death, I'm assuming. But no I. So we're going to go with 1. Okay. A ripple of foam builds to starboard. Just below the waves, you see the head of a monstrous lizard. Mac grabs the gunwale, peering at the acrid foam with a barely masked dread. He found us already. The beast heaves its giant body against the hull, throwing Mac to the deck. Laurent spins the helm hard to port, and the Manticore lets out a metallic moan as it leans away. In front of you, a scaly tail the size of your quarterdeck slaps at the water like an impatient cat. He's playing with us, Mac snarls. What is that? Laurent asks. An ancient beast called the Hectocron. Hates the gods and anyone trying to wake them. He'll sink us if he can. I'm guessing this is what's on like the cover. All right. Combat 46, level 10. Playing normal mode. This is all fail. All right. Turn to 1.1. So let me find what we need here. Combat 46. Okay, so here we have, as I suspected, the Hectocron head, which means there's probably more of him back in the combat deck. So yeah, let me just make sure we haven't missed anything here. Combat 46, level 10. That's it. So we just have to survive this, and then we can continue figuring out the story. So let me gain my combat stuff here. I'm like running out of places to put all this stuff. All right, boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right, so we got a few people with some weapons. All right, it's obviously not flying. Raphael might be the best person to take a first crack so he can take some damage and then hit harder the next time around. Let's see here. Mac. I don't have any... Wait, but I have my necklace, so I can gain 2 command to at the start of battle. So that's going to help because I can spend it on the Lucran goggles. I can spend it on the power strike. Okay, Captain Sophia Odessa might be a little tough. because she's only at a 2, but maybe that's where the lucre goggles can come in. But let's start with Raphael here. So he's going to attack with his hammer. He is at a 3 plus. We're looking for a 5 or a 6 here to get his bonus. Oh, and a 4. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything that can add 1 to a fate draw, which would be nice. Okay. So he hit. So we're hitting for 2. I don't think I want to discard any of my stuff just to hit him again. So I'm definitely going to cover up here. And I can't do anything else. This is tough. But I would die if I allowed him to hit me there. Otherwise. So, yeah. That's that. Okay, so he's going to hit me for 5. Boom. I don't have any block right now. Yeah, Bigfoot the dog is busy, so... Okay. Let's see here. The Mithrin Axe would be nice. It's the same as the rifle, though. And at least the rifle I am... Alright. And that was a synergy, though, so let's find Mac's spot here, and I guess let's then go to... Oh, no, he should be 6. I'm sorry. Man. Okay. Hit on a 3. Yeah, I think that... I like the sound of that. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to go Mac next. So, she's hitting on 4. So she needs a 2 or better. Boom. Where was that for Raphael? All right. So I will spend a power strike to make it 3 damage. Oops. Can't take that off of Greg. And so I'm going to spend that here. Oh, man. Boom. And boom. Cover those up. And then spend Raphael's 2 block, which means she's still taking 3 damage, but she's not dead yet. All right. Okay, and one of those synergy? No synergy. That's a shame. Okay. All right. So let's, I guess, go ahead and have Sophia Odessa go next. So I needed to put here and here. So she's at a 2. So we need a 4 or better. Boom, there's the 6. All right, so we didn't need to spend our goggles yet. All right, so she's hitting for 4. She's going to take an extra damage from the counterattack. She could discard that at this point, which might be worth it. Let's see here. Oh, 3, 4. No, I think I'm not going to discard it, and I'm simply just going to go here, boom, and boom. There's the 4. All right, and she gets to give her token, which really is not going to be that big of a deal right now. Who wants to go next? Let's see. Raphael can hit on a 3. So does Captain Sophia Odessa go again? Can you go twice in a row? The Mithrin Axe. Do we send Audrey to do it? With a 1? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. All right. So we're going to send Audrey in. She's at a 1, so we need a 5 or better, but we can mitigate this. Ooh, and only a 2. Okay. All right, hold on. Sophia Odessa should have taken 4 damage. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Audrey here is at 1, 2, 3, and I can get to 5. So she's just plain gonna miss. All right. So it's gonna do 5 damage to her, which will knock her out. I need to put 2 splash damage on somebody, so we'll put it on Greg here. She's kind of done with that. Yeah. She did have one block. So only one goes on Greg. Okay. But she does get to hit for one. So we'll just put that one right here, which will allow her to give her synergy token out. So let's see what her synergy token was, which is a +1 damage. So I'm going to give that to Raphael. All right. So now the Hectocron is attacking for 5. And it's going to... We're going to spread this out a little bit here. So 2, 2, and 1. Okay. All right, and it's going to frighten somebody. So Marco's going to become frightened again. Okay. All right, but now we can gain all these back. Boom, boom, boom. And yes, we need Raphael to make this happen. So he's hitting on a 3. I need a 3 here. And I got a 1, but I've got my Lucran goggles that I can spend this command on to give me +2. So that's going to give me 5, 6. That's all I need. Audrey's token, plus the fact that I have more than 3 damage on me, allows me to make it 4 damage. So we have officially taken out the Hectocron head. All right. Boom. Boom, I say. All right. All right, so let's continue reading here. The Hectocron retreats into the deep. Mac lingers on the bridge, watching the water. He'll return eventually. The next time he won't give up until we're at the bottom of the sea, she warns. You defeat the Hectocron for now. Make a new event deck with unused event cards from the box. Okay. First, separate the event cards by type. Shuffle each pile separately. Draw 6, 6, and 6. 18 card event deck. Place the new deck on the shipboard. Place the unused cards back into the box. On the journey log sheet, mark that you have been through the first event deck. Now all crew members must discard any ability cards they have equipped. Oh. Well, I didn't know that. I would have discarded the heck out of this stuff. All crew members must discard any ability cards they have equipped. Any level cards remain. Return to the ship. Okay, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A little spoiler there at the end, to know that there's no point in saving ability cards when you're on the final fight. So yeah, that's a bummer, but we will take this time now to create our new event deck, clean all of the ability cards up. Raphael's Brawling is the only thing that's going to get to stay. If I get up here to Lucran City, however, I will be able to spend plenty of my upgrades here. I didn't get any XP for that. Yeah. No XP. How crazy is that? All I get to do is recreate my event deck. Okay. But that's it for now, ladies and gentlemen. We will continue this in another playthrough video. But for now, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to join us for the remainder of our Sleeping Gods campaign, please consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.